What's up, guys? Welcome back to MJ Crypto, and in this video we are going to be talking about Binance Futures Trading for the beginners. Okay, it doesn't really matter if you're a beginner or not, but you need to watch this video right to the very end so that you get something of value and add it to your trading skills. Okay, so the very first thing we want to do is to go over to the Futures tab and see what it looks like. Okay, now before we actually proceed, I'm going to tell you something very clearly, that Binance Futures Trading is totally different from spot trading. On spot trading, you can't get liquidated, and on futures trading, you can actually get liquidated because you are into a contract. All right, good. Having known that, now let's proceed. Now we can see here on the interface we have cross and we have 125x. Now I'm going to explain what this is. If we click on cross right now, it's going to take us to the margin mode. We can see clearly that we have cross and isolated. Okay, these are what two important things you need to know. Okay, so under the cross here, I'm going to explain it. The cross margin is you entering a position or several positions with one particular bulk sum, which is your margin. All right, that is actually what your margin. But on isolated is totally different. Isolated means you are entering a position with a what designated amount of money which will serve as your margin for that position. In other words, it is isolated. Every trade you are taking has its own margin. All right, now for the cross margin, it is said as though that you are actually depositing a collateral. Now look at it this way. You are going into the bank, for example. Okay, you have 10,000 naira and you want to take a loan of 100,000 naira, and the bank is asking you, hey, you are going to have to deposit that 10k before we can give you a loan of 100,000 naira. Okay, good. Now that 10k is actually serving as your margin or your collateral. Let me put it that way so you understand. Now, once you deposit that 10,000 naira, you can now have access to the 100,000 naira, which is what? The leverage. Okay, that is what we call the leverage. Okay, so basically that is the simple understanding and explanation I can give to you about these two. Okay, but on the isolated part, every of your margin is isolated to what your positions you are taking. Okay, now let's cut this off and then see what we have next. Now the next thing I want to tell you is what your margin. We've actually talked about that your margin is your collateral that you have in your account that you are using to take a position. Now, what is a position? A position can either be a long or a short. In other words, a long means to buy and a short means to sell. Having known that, I want to also talk about your entry price. Now, the entry price is the price at which you took your position. Very simple. Your take profit is the amount you actually want to set your target to. Now, if the price goes high and hits that take profit, you'll be in profit, and Binance will sell that asset for you and you will be in profit. They will either sell it or buy it for you depending on the position you are taking. Your stop loss, on the other end, is actually the most important thing you have. It is the most important thing you have when trading on Binance Futures. If you do not set a stop loss, I'm so sorry, you might just get liquidated. Okay, so good. I haven't known that. Now let's see how to actually place a trade. Now, to place a trade, you can either place a trade using different options. You can use the limit, post only, you can use the market, you can use stop limit, you can use stop market, you can use your trailing stop and your TWAP. Now, the most frequently used here is the limit and the market. Okay, the limit price, when you buy at a limit price, you are telling Binance that you do not want to buy at the current market price. Okay, right in this video, you can see here that the current market price of BTC USDT is 44,826 to 29. Is fluctuating. Okay, that is the current market price. Now, if you want to buy low, let's say you want the price to go to 43,000 and buy, you can actually do that. Okay, but you have to do it on limit. Now you go to your limit, make sure you're on limit here, and then reduce the price, reduce the value. Let's say 43,000. I don't think I've funded my account. Okay, let's just proceed. Now you say 43,000 and then you click on what? Buy long. Okay, you click on buy long and automatically it's going to come here in your open orders. Okay, it's going to reflect in your open orders, meaning the price has not been filled, meaning it has not been executed. Okay, it's just an open order. Okay, it's not been filled. That is what open order stands for. All the prices that have not been filled will appear under your open orders. Okay, now having done that, you now know how to trade with your limit. Okay, so you can do the same for a buy, you can also do the same for a sell. Now it all depends on you and the leverage you are willing to risk. Okay, but I do advise, if you're on cross margin, always ensure that you are trading with a very small capital and a what? High leverage. You can go as far as 125x, but ensure your capital is very low and your margin is what? Large. So in other words, if you're on cross margin, ensure you have enough, sufficient funds in your account, and ensure you have what? Sufficient funds in your account, and then take a position. All right, you can take a position of a buy or sell with up to 125x. All right, but ensure that what? Your margin is very, very high, meaning the amount you have in your futures trading account is quite large. Okay, then go with a small amount of your position size and you are good to go. But if you're on isolated, you can go with a large position size with a small leverage of, let's say, 5 to 10x. Okay, 5 to what? 10x. So basically this is what you need to do. Now, having done that, let's go to the market level and how to place a trade on market. You just simply come here and select market. Now, you are telling Binance that you do not want to wait for the price to retrace lower. You want to buy at this initial price. You want to buy at this current market price and you want to buy it right now. So you just simply select market, select the amount in your portfolio you want to use to buy, and then click on buy or sell depending on your what? Position. Now it's actually going to get filled immediately because it's a market order. Now ensure you are putting your take profit here and you are setting your stop loss. Do not forget that. It's very, very, very important. Okay, if you've not done that, you can come here under your positions. You see a place there, you just click it and then it will tell you how to set your take profit and stop loss. I'm not on a trade right now, so I can't really tell right now. Okay, so guys, basically this is what you need to do. Okay, let's take a position. Let's say let me reduce I don't have enough margin in this account. Let me reduce it. Let me just, it's $1. It won't harm me. You know. Okay. Let me say I want to buy at this market price. Okay, let me show you how it's done. I'm not putting a take profit or stop loss here. I'm just buying. Okay, then after it gets executed, I go over here to position and then I come here, I say stop profit and loss. I click on it and then I go over to position TPSL. Okay, here now I can actually set my stop loss and my take profit. Okay, if you do not want to do it that way, you can come here as well, TPSL, just select limit, come here, put the price, put the high price. If you want to set it as a take profit, let the price be higher, and if you want to set it as a stop loss, let the price be lower. Then you come here as well and put the price. Now let's say we want to sell at 45,000. We'll come here 45,000. So this is actually going to serve as your take profit. Okay, now you click on confirm. Okay, you click on confirm. You see it's actually going to it's going to show here in your open orders, meaning the price hasn't gotten to 45k yet, so that's why it's here. Okay, so basically that is what it is. So this is how to trade on Binance Futures. So once you get a signal, you just implement as simple as this. No long talks. All right, so cheers guys, I'll see you guys again. I'll be posting a hot strategy in the next couple of days. Not even the next couple of days, let's say tomorrow. This strategy is a bomb. Okay guys, let me cancel this position. I don't need it. Okay, I already made one cent. Let me cancel it. I'm not taking a trade now. Good. So I'm left with my last open order. So I'm going to take a short position when BTC gets to 45,200. Okay, so that's why it's actually there. So you can set a limit, you can set a market order. It all depends on you and what you want to do. All right, so cheers guys. I'll see you in the next I'll see you tomorrow, but do subscribe to this channel. Don't miss out on basic important updates that you need to catch up with. Okay, see you guys. Cheers.